I just told David Beck his introduction is longer than my speech. Elaine and I are really excited to be back at Fancy Farm on behalf of the strongest Republican team we've ever run in our state. For those of you who keep count, this is my 28th Fancy Farm. I want to thank Father Venters and Stephen Elder for finding a way to keep Fancy Farm going, even with pork prices going through the roof. Thanks to the Kentucky State Police and local law enforcement who are keeping folks safe this weekend. Now, here's the challenge for the police. With the shutdown governor in charge, I'm sure state troopers are just glad to be on church property without having to tag license plates. My friends, I'll be honest, it's not hard for Republicans to look good these days. We're up against the folks who gave you record high inflation. We're up against folks who closed schools and then told you that teachers' unions know what's best for your kids. We're up against folks who'd rather let repeat offenders walk free than get tough on crime. I'm glad Governor Beshear finally decided to come to Fancy Farm. It's been the first Saturday in August for 143 years. But Andy only seems to make time for you all when he's staring down Election Day. Friends, I know a little something about beating Beshears. But let me tell you, Andy makes his dad look like a Republican. Steve Beshear, his dad, thought woke was what he did from his nightmare Senate race in 1996. But Andy, he speaks liberal with a California accent. So make no mistake, Biden and Beshear are as thick as thieves, and not just because they want to rob you blind in taxes. But don't take my word for it. Let's just look at Andy's record. He closed down businesses and schools while keeping liquor stores open. He shut down churches and sent state troopers to harass the faithful on Easter Sunday. And he's forcing the woke agenda on students and teachers. And might as well be running for mayor of San Francisco. Now, it's a good thing we have a Republican General Assembly keeping the governor in check, and fighters like Jamie Comer and Rand Paul in Washington holding Biden accountable. And in the Senate, I'm working to make sure Kentucky punches above its weight. I fought for millions to rebuild East and West Kentucky after disaster struck, and I'm making sure our heroes in law enforcement get what they need to crack down on crime and plug the holes in Biden's open borders. When we send a united Republican government to Frankfurt this fall, we can finally put a stop to the defund the police movement. We can make sure our farmers and coal miners are taken care of. And we can help the middle-class families who are struggling in the Biden-Beshear economy. So this November, remember who gives Andy his marching orders. It's Biden and the same radical Democrats who want to weaken our troops, ban our gas stove, and turn the country into a socialist nation. Biden and Beshear aren't working for Kentucky. Andy might as well be on the White House payroll, and it's high time he was honest about it. But Kentuckians won't fall for it. We want someone who fights for us and our values. So let's give the shutdown governor a taste of his own medicine and vote Republican this fall.